What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled She's Gotta Have It, episodes 9 and 10. I'm going to put them together because I want to do a different video. So to make it 3, I'm going to just do these in 2. But here's my things about 9 and 10. I really like the cemetery montage, giving props to all of the people who are part of our community who didn't get enough, who history we've left out of our own history and forgot about. So that was dope. I got to talk about that first. But let's get to the first thing, is the gentrification conversation, which I liked about episodes 9 and 10, where, you know, one of the reasons why people don't like gentrification is not just the financial aspect of it. It's that people come in and they come into somebody else's, where somebody else was born and raised, and where they have a community and a culture, and just say, oh, because I paid money to be here, I just get to, I want to change everything. I just want it to be what I want it to be because I just moved here. And fuck the culture and all the people that you grew up with and all the bonds that you built. I just paid to be here. That, right? And people are like, I'm trying to work with you. Gentrification, it's the same energy no matter what you see in life, I guess, with white people and anybody else on the planet, including the Palestine-Israel thing, where, you know, you just go somewhere and you mess with people for no reason, right? And you think they're supposed to do what you want them to do because you showed up. And it's like, here we go with this boy again. Also with that, you know, with the arrest scene, which that was noble. When Nola just said, I did it just to get the lady off from the vet's back. And I have to talk about this veteran part about the homeless guy was a war vet. He was an Afghan vet. So not only was he homeless, he had mental issues from the war. And I like the way that they put in there that, you know, oh, I respect the veterans. I respect the veterans, yes. I respect you for your service. And you see them police and that white chick did not have no respect for that guy when they was about to arrest him just for being there. When he blacked out, they didn't even think that he could actually be a veteran. And the crazy part about it is, when the white lady was there when she called the police and they showed up, I know she remembered that he was a vet. So I know she remembered that he could have just had a moment, but she wouldn't say anything about it either. But the black people there didn't say anything either. So it's like, that's a nuance that when information is necessary, when there's a brother, everybody just goes blank, right? And the other thing was about that gentrification part was, you know, and it's wrong to vandalize people's property. Don't get it wrong, but just to blame somebody because you knew they would get blamed for it, and it's cool with you, that sucks. That's absolutely wrong. But past that part, I had to think about the idea that the lady who called the cops, she thought she could just walk away. Hi, I'm white lady. Police, come get this black nigger off my porch. I'm done. My job's done here. Go home. They're like, no, it's not. It ain't that easy no more. And then, oh God, I have to go to that thing, right? Now let's get to the characters. Here's the thing. Nola got her artwork put out there by her girlfriend because of Mars, right? And this is why I'm gonna make a video about this topic. At that point, when I saw her reaction, I felt like Nola was a struggle queen. And what I mean by struggle queen, which is an underlying theme, when people are trying to help her, she just loses her mind. But she has no problem using people to get to where she's at. So it's like, you know, do you want to be successful? No, I want to struggle and act like it's everybody else's fault. And how dare you? Now, I'm not going to lie. Her friend was dead wrong by posting her work out there and not telling her. So she had to find it out by surprise. I get that. But Nola was unprofessional when she walked up in there messing with the ladies' meeting and talking crazy. Like, what the fuck you doing? And the lady's like, look, I know this art world. This was going to work. It did. It helped. And the funny part about the artwork that cracked me up, just watching it is, once again, it's artistic because it blames men. This is so liberating because it says men are evil. Yes, this is what art is about. Evil man. Like, here we go with this bullshit. Okay, that's what make the art work. Okay. It's not even about art. It's just about men hate. Right? Now, that's a problem. That's just a problem. And I'm gonna get into why, but I felt like Nola was wrong for her friend tries to help her. She wants to break up with her friend. Mars tried to help her. She wants to break up with Mars. Jamie tried to help her. She wants to break up with Jamie. But here's the crazy part. Greer's like, you know. But she calls on Oprah to help her when she's in jail. And Oprah says, why don't you call one of the dudes you messing with? I don't want them to feel like they're saving a damsel in distress. I'm not a damsel in distress if I call you because you're a lesbian. Like, okay, whatever. Like, this is stupid. Like, the logic is completely just left field on this one. Because the crazy part is, Oprah got to leave her daughter. I think Oprah's a lawyer, though, so that part of it makes sense. But Oprah got to leave her child and go to your parents. And, you know, now I got to get to this other part of it. And this is my issues with it. It took her therapist to tell her, you see, you don't live in a moment because you were so busy trying to put out all the fires of all these guys and girls that you're dating that you didn't handle your business at the art show. And then it took her, I did that shit. Oh shit, I did that. Yeah, you did that. That ain't their fault, that's your fault. You wasn't handling your business because you was thinking with your crotch the whole time when you were supposed to be handling your business. Which is why I say I was upset at Nola about the thing with her friend and Mars for helping her out with the street campaign thing. Because they're trying to help you because you're too lost in your crotch to pay attention to what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. So then she comes up, oh, okay, well, what to do, okay. You know, you got all these people and they're amalgamation of the perfect guy. So what we gonna do? And maybe sometimes you should just let this burn. And once again, when she said let it burn, and Nola's like, three-headed monster. I got it. Me watching the show, I said, you know what? Just like that same psychiatrist told her, you're not taking my advice properly. Earlier in the series, I knew she was gonna do something stupid. I knew it. I just knew it. So the thing about that was, which was crazy. Now you fast forward to the part. I'm glad they showed the friend Shanika Jamaica. I've messed up that name, but they showed her with her daughter again in the park, and I love you, baby, type of thing. I didn't even realize that. I just got up this morning, but before I go to the gym. Anyway, what happened was she's with her daughter, saying I love my baby, and now she's realizing that her child is more important than having a big booty. And now that show bothers her, like, cut that off. But the problem, I'm glad she learned that lesson, but the problem is it took for her to be in the hospital about to die to realize a big butt it does not change your life, and it's not that important. Like, that part was the sad part for me, but I'm glad the lesson was learned and showed in there, right? That it's not worth your life, for attention at that. But now, I kind of get this spin around montage thing with the music and the words. I get that, but I was waiting on them to get to the shit. But like she's coming into her own and she's feeling the music and living the music and soaking it in. I get all that, right? But let's get to this Thanksgiving dinner. This is the point where I looked at Nola and I said to myself, the women that wrote this, sometimes when you want to be empowered and liberated and I want to get back at men, you make yourself look so ridiculously stupid that it makes no sense. Because, and I'm going to tell you why before I get into it. Because Nola's on this man revenge path, right? But she's taking out on her revenge on the people that didn't do anything to her. She's taking out her revenge on Mars, who been down for her, on Greer, who just been trying to be with her, and still the Greer I still don't get, and Jamie, who I think he's a fuck boy, but his what he does for her, he actually does good stuff for her. So with her animosity towards them and her hatred towards them and the things she does towards them, it's just like, you're a struggle queen. Because in the whole series, you can't say they did anything to harm Nola. You can't say they did anything to hurt Nola, but you can say Nola repeatedly did things to disrespect them. Now, the first part about it was that was unrealistic. When she introduced all three of those guys there, they all was with the hell no vibe. I get it. Jamie was there because he got kicked out of the house, so he probably wouldn't have nowhere to go. He needed to be there anyways. Greer and Mars, not so much. But, okay. Here's the problem. When she said all their names, and when they got their full names from each other, any man who would have been like, Overstreet, wait a minute, Mars? Oh, this... Because, when they said, they remembered each other from the art gallery scene. See, when the names came up, that would have been where it went left. Like, you called me Overstreet that night. You called me Mars that night. You raggedy little that's what would have happened. But it's playing on guys must be stupid because girls would pick that up. And as a guy, I'm just sitting there watching it like, okay. So let's get into it, right? And why I say what I'm saying is because now they're at the table, and the only sensible thing she said is, the guys are like, why are we here? Why did you even do this? Like, what is the why would you even set this up this way? This is fucked up. And y'all wanted to know who each other were. Here you go. And the guys having their own little competitive thing. And the thing about it was, now they could look at each other and like, it was competitive at first, but it really wasn't competitive. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they were three completely different types of guys, so they could see Nola had no real direction as far as what she wanted in life. Because you got the dude living with his sister, the married dude in the thing, and the model fruit pop dude. Like, these guys are not the same even type of guy, right? So it's like Nola don't know what the fuck she want no way. She just want to fuck. So her getting mad that she a freak, whatever. She want to use people and fuck. That's what it was, right? Even with the situation, I got to go back to giving back the money and wind up having a thing. If she was really standing on her principles, she wouldn't have asked for the money in the first place. Or she wanted the money, she got the money, now she want to get the money back because she got the thing. Like, she's flaky. Like, her morals keep flip-flopping, right? Because if she wouldn't have got that letter for them people that said that she got the grant, she would have never gave that money back. She wouldn't have been standing on no principles. That's just the way her character is built in these episodes. So, got to get fast forward. And then for her to get her artistic vibe back, what did she do? I'm going to introduce you to a painting of you guys, all three of you naked. Isn't that great? Look. And the guy's looking at her like, being objectified as a bitch. What did they do to you? Like, you knew that shit was... So you set this whole disrespectful ass meeting up to show them how you was going to publicly disrespect them. But here's the problem. Mars had your back. Jamie was supplying you with all of your damn supplies and helping you pay your rent and buying your artwork when nobody else was. And Greer was just trying to bring spice to your life as you wanted. So exactly what is setting this whole thing up to shit on them really about? And I'm going to tell you what it is about. After they leave and it's over, Opal shows up and it's all love. So basically, it's set up to say, in this series, Nola was a lesbian the whole damn time. She was just hating men the whole time. This was her sexuality was just her way of getting in men's company to fuck men over. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, she don't care about nobody, cause and she don't even really care about Opal, to be perfectly honest. And Opal knows this too. But it's like, and all of this can be blamed on one dude that she met one night to grab her. Hey, come here, girl. Oh, God. Like, I'm sitting there smoking like a crack addict because God grabbed me at 2 a.m. So I'm gonna try to destroy all the men that actually care about me in my life. And this makes sense. This is why I say it looks crazy. It's crazy as hell. But that's just my 2 cents, man. I'm out, man.